There is a lot of cash for college out there. We announce this every year about this time. With me once again here on Comunidad Del Valle is Sonia Ramos with San Jose Cal Soap. Is
yes.
that okay? Well, welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Damien.
And you come with cash all the time.
I do.
Tell us about that, because I mean, when we're making a decision to go to college, one of the primary reasons why sometimes we don't is because how are we going to pay for it?
Absolutely.
But there's a way.
And there is a way, and that's what the Cash for College campaign is all about. It's a statewide effort focused on increasing the number of low-income and first-generation students who are able to access financial aid by successfully completing the FAFSA application, which is a free application for federal student aid. So we want to make sure families do know that there is free assistance with the application available all over the state, and specifically here in the San Jose area, Santa Clara County. And so that money is available, and we are providing free assistance in Spanish and other languages.
And here was my problem is, I mean, I was on my own, and probably yourself
Absolutely.
as well, filling out those applications. Yeah. What you're doing now is you're having workshops throughout the area, and you're taking this training process, this help,
yes,
to the students and their parents in their neighborhoods.
Absolutely. And so most of the workshops, we have over 25 workshops taking place this financial aid season, which starts January 1st and goes through the March 2nd deadline, which is the Cal Grant deadline. Mm-hmm. And so we want to make sure students and families are able to easily access the workshops, which usually take place at their high schools or in a community setting. And so the workshops are open to all students and families, regardless of what school they attend. They can look up the workshops online through the Cash for College website, and they can find the workshop that works best for them in terms of time and location. And once they go there to the workshop, they show up. We provide them with information on financial aid and all the financial aid that's available to them, as well as allowing them the time to sit down at a computer with their tax information and help them complete the online application step by step.
It can be intimidating to a certain extent. Mm-hmm. How do you put parents and their kids at ease, letting them know that it's a long process, but it's not that difficult, and it's something you should take advantage of?
And the great thing is that actually it's gotten so much easier from the time when you and I went to college and applied for financial aid. It's online. The application is a step-by-step. There's a step logic. It's very intuitive. It asks questions, and based on your responses, it keeps you moving through the application. Ultimately, if you have your tax information there with you, and your parent is there with you, you can complete the application in 20 to 30 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
A lot of parents might also worry, I can't afford to pay those grants back, but a lot of this money is free money.
So the application, the free application for federal student aid, the FAFSA, is an application that allows students to qualify for all types of financial aid. With that one application, students can qualify for state aid for programs like the Cal Grant, the Board of Governors waiver for students who are going to community colleges, which is free money that students will never have to pay back, as well as qualify for scholarships from their institutions, from their colleges or universities, as well as federal aid like the Pell Grant, which is also free money, and other types of federal loans as well, if students need to and families need to actually access that type of resource. But with that one application, there is various amounts of types of financial aid available to them. And the one important thing that's actually taken place this year, and one of the most important changes in terms of financial aid, is now that our AB 540 and undocumented students are able to qualify for state aid through the DREAM Act application, which is also available to students, to those students to complete, and allows them to finally, after many years, access financial aid.
So check that off your list. If you're applying for college, check cash or money or funding for college, because that should no longer be an issue with all of these opportunities out there. So if I'm not logging on and if I'm a student, can I go to my counselor and say, hey, I hear there's free cash for college? Or how would you recommend they go about going to your workshops?
Absolutely. And counselors are a great place to start. Usually they're the ones.
Well, the schools that have counselors.
Yes, exactly, exactly. But if not, going to the Cash for College website to find a workshop, you just enter in your zip code and find a workshop near you. Also going to the FAFSA application, fafsa.ed.gov website will help them take them through the application if they want to do it at home. And it's easy, over $12,000 in Cal Grant alone that students can qualify for. And so the money is available. It's a matter really of not just completing the application, but the entire process. And it is a process. It's just like your college applications. It's a process where you have to continue to follow up. And I just want to make sure that parents and families know that if you don't have your tax returns, because your tax information is very important in this application process, but if you don't have your tax returns for the 2012 year, you can use your 2011 tax information as estimates and then come back and complete the application and update it. But the most important thing is we want families and students to remember that they need to submit their FAFSA by the March 2nd deadline.
March 2nd is your deadline. And again, this is the difference between you having a job in the future or you having a career in the future. Everything's at stake. And there is the web address, calgrants.org. They can email you at that email. What's the web address for these workshops, if there is one?
It is the calgrants.org website, and which will take them to the Cash for College campaign.
Perfect. Sign up. There's free cash. Thank you so much for coming
again
and enlightening us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sonia Ramos with San Jose Cal Soap. And up next, we're on Comunidad Del Valle, the music of los regionales. Stay with us.